Hi, good afternoon. Hi, everybody. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a throat today. How are you doing? Welcome to day 5 of Tap with Jemima, tapping every day in September. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We've looked at clearing anger, clearing the sadness underneath anger. We've looked at anxiety, relaxation. And today we're going to look at moving from overwhelm into clarity. So often when we start to deal with the layers of emotions that are coming up, the anger, frustration, or different layers of emotion, what comes next can be a bit overwhelming. Like, what do I do now? I've been focusing on this for so long. I don't know what to do instead. And sometimes the emotions, the habits, the behaviors can be sort of part of our personality, how we express ourselves. And when you start to remove the construct of that and become more of yourself, you've got less of that kind of negative distraction. There's this whole world of new things that you can have and ask for and things that you want. And that can feel overwhelming. Like, if I can do anything and go anywhere and have anything, where do I start? It's like going to a buffet of food from all over the world. Okay, I can have all of it. What do I like? What don't I like? Do I try everything? It can just feel like overwhelm. And overwhelm can stop you in your tracks, literally. It can really kick up your procrastination. It can make you go in circles. It can make you question yourself, doubt yourself, or your fears can come up. It's a quite unpleasant place to be. So really what overwhelm wants is movement. And movement comes when you have clarity, when you know what direction you're going in, and you focus on the next step, which is really all you need to focus on. Because we can have a goal like, this time next year, I want to live in a different house, or have a different job, or have more money, or have something. You don't know what that journey looks like. You can only do today. And when you have clarity today and now, and you're feeling like you know what you're doing, you know what step you have, you've got that confidence, then you can take that step, you can make that move, you can move towards what you want. So our human brain is only really capable of today and a bit of tomorrow. That's all you need to worry about. You set the intention and the goal. So you've got the mountain, you're going to the top of the mountain, and whatever you want is up there. Even if you get a helicopter to the top, you've still got to find a helicopter and get in it. Like, that is the step before you jump up there. But if you're walking up there, you need a good pair of shoes, you need a map, like, you need the preparation. But the first step is to decide where you're going. And then the overwhelm comes up and you don't know what to do. So we're going to deal with that today. So just as always, check in with yourself, close your eyes if that feels good. Just settle into the space, roll your shoulders a few times. Just check in with your body, bring your attention to the top of your head, scan down through your body, notice how you feel. So as I'm doing this live, it's Friday afternoon, it's the end of the week. Kids have been going back to school this week. We're settling into a new routine or back into an old routine. Or at this time of transition, you might be tired. Maybe you're doing this on Saturday morning. You could do this anytime. Just check in with how you are and how you're feeling. Good. And as you breathe in and scan through your body, notice any tension or heaviness. And as you breathe out, just release and let it go. Breathe in, notice the tension. Breathe out, release, and let it go. Good. And a few more times, breathing in and letting go. Good. Lovely. So let's, for a moment, focus on something that you want. As I say, it could be, where do you want to be this time next year? It could be, where do I want to be this time next week? Maybe you need a new pair of shoes. Maybe whatever it is that you want to change. You might refer to the list that you were looking at right at the beginning of the series, where you wrote down all the things you want to change. You could focus on one thing if that's helpful. Because why do we have goals? Why do we have something to aim for? So that we keep moving, because humans, we're designed to make progress. We're designed to want things. It's good to desire things. It's good to want to create. That's what we're here for, to create experiences, to want something, and draw it towards us. There's nothing wrong with wanting things. The problem comes when we don't have them and we don't feel good about them. That's the problem. That's the work. Like stuff, having a goal, moving towards what you want. It's great. If it feels good, do it. Good. So focus on something that you want. Nice deep breath. The other thing to mention is that when we start going into something new, we come out, we're in the comfort zone where we are, where we know what we want, where we are, where we have what we've got. We're in the comfort zone. And when you start to expand that, you're going to start to feel uncomfortable. You're going to move into the learning zone and then the panic zone if you go too far. So we want to kind of stretch into the learning zone, which means you're doing things you haven't done before. You're feeling things you haven't felt before. And you're experiencing things in a different way. That's what we want. And it's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. And that's okay. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. It sort of means you're getting it right. Because if you don't feel uncomfortable, you're just doing the same thing in a different way. So reaching for a goal that feels a little bit out of reach or a little bit uncomfortable, or there's no way I could move or change my job, I can't see the way through, whatever it is, you know what you want. So that's the top of the mountain. Good. So now get to the feeling of, I don't know how to do it. It feels too much. What's that feeling outside of the comfort zone? What does that feel like in your body? So as I say, that might show up as procrastination, confusion, I don't know what to do, questioning, looping thoughts, sighing, frustration. That's the feeling we want to get to. What does that feel like in your body? Nice, easy breath. Good. Feel that discomfort. One hand over your heart, start tapping on top of the head and repeating after me. All this overwhelm. Beginning of the eyebrow. I feel stuck. Side of the eye. I know what I want. Under the eye. I think I know what I want. Under the nose. But it just feels impossible. On the chin. It feels too far away. Collarbone. And I don't usually get what I want. Under the arm. So what's the point of even starting? On the thumb. All this overwhelm. First finger. All this stuckness. Middle finger. I'm going round in circles. Ring finger. What's the point? Little finger. I've come to this point before. Side of the hand. I've been stuck before. Top of the head. All this stuckness. Eyebrow. All this overwhelm. Side of the eye. I feel like I'm stuck in the mud. Under the eye. I can't move forward. Under the nose. I can't move backwards. On the chin. I don't know what to do. Collarbone. I don't know how to change this. Under the arm. I'm feeling better. On the thumb. But I still don't know what to do. Beginning of the eyebrow. First finger. All this stuckness. Middle finger. It's like walking through mud. Ring finger. This sticky, heavy feeling. Little finger. All this procrastination. Side of the hand. All this overwhelm. Top of the head. I don't enjoy this feeling. Eyebrow. I've worked really hard to get where I am. Side of the eye. Why can't it just be easy? Under the eye. I cleared all the things standing in the way. Under the nose. And now there's this. On the chin. It doesn't feel fair. Collarbone. I want this to be easy. Under the arm. All this confusion. On the thumb. All this overwhelm. First finger. This discomfort in my body. Middle finger. I feel really uncomfortable. On the ring finger. I feel guilty. Little finger. I feel like I should know what to do. Side of the hand. It's easy for everyone else. Top of the head. I feel like everyone else knows what to do. Beginning of the eyebrow. I feel like it's easy for them. Side of the eye. Things just seem to work out for other people. under the eye. And I'm just treading water under the nose. All this frustration, all this overwhelm. Collarbone. I wonder if I could let this go. So just staying on the collarbone, you can just tap with one hand if that's comfortable, either side, or you can cross your hands over your chest and just tap and breathe. And really feel into that overwhelm in your body. Maybe it's starting to change already. What's the energy, the thought underneath it? Is it, I'm not good enough? I don't make good decisions. People must think well of me. Judgment of other people can be a bit of a stopper. It's like, can I really improve? Will I get criticized for that? Will I get cast out of the group, essentially, that abandonment? Will people still like me? From an evolutionary point of view, it's sort of dangerous to step outside of the comfort zone because we need to stay as part of the group. So our primal fears come up. But, it's just a fear. Fear isn't true. You step over the line. Think where you were 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Think how you've grown in that time. A younger you would give their right arm to be where you are now. To have learned what you've learned, experienced what you've experienced, to be able to look back and know that you got it right. You're doing the right thing. Just breathe and feel into that pride. And be proud of yourself. And now let's invite the feeling of clarity. And what you want, if it's the top of the mountain, if it's that new house, that new job, a better relationship, whatever it is, if you can imagine it like a lighthouse beaming towards you. The path is beaming towards you always, all day, all night. And the way you know that you're on the right path is because you feel good when you think about the next step. So imagine laser focus on this lighthouse that's drawing you in, lighting the next step up, showing you where to step. And the question you ask is, what's my next step? The trouble is, that next step isn't always logical. And sometimes that path will take us all the way to a door that we think we're going through, and then we've got to turn around and come back down the same path and go along to another door. Sometimes things just don't work out, but the journey, the things you've learned in that process means you're going to a different door. You can interpret it in whatever feels right for you, but I know I've gone down paths and I've had to do a complete 180 and come away from the plan and do something else. And then a few months later, you recognize why that happened. Because of the learning. It's all about the experience. So when you trust in the clarity of the next step, it doesn't matter about overwhelm. You just take the next step. So the way through overwhelm is to take action. And the other thing to notice is that even if that step is the wrong step, it doesn't matter. You're taking action and then you take the next step. And it's about that momentum of movement. You are going to end up where you need to be. You are exactly where you need to be right now. And it's only going to get better. Good. So tune into the feeling of clarity and confidence. And so that might be for you a color or an energy. When you get those moments of inspiration, you get an idea and you know it's the right one. Or those moments where everything feels in flow. It's like getting to the station as the train pulls up on the platform. That kind of synchronicity, that flow, those moments of, oh, that just fits together well. Tune into that feeling in your body. We can create that feeling by creating a vacuum, creating space, allowing the inspiration to come. So let's tap. Top of the head. I'm choosing clarity. Beginning of the eyebrow. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to do next. Side of the eye. But I do know what to do next. Under the eye. Every problem has an instant solution. Under the nose. And I can tune in to the clarity on the chin. A great question to ask myself is, what would I do if I knew the right answer? Under the arm. I love clarity on the thumb. I love to be taking positive action. First finger. And I love to see the results that come. Middle finger. My human brain, ring finger, is designed to focus on today. Little finger. I have no idea what's going to happen next week, next year, side of the hand. But my intention is that it will be good. Top of the head. Everything I experience that I don't want, beginning of the eyebrow, is showing me what I do want. Side of the eye. Every negative experience under the eye is inviting a positive one. Under the nose. Every time I feel bad, on the chin, it's an opportunity to feel good. Collarbone. Tuning into clarity. So again, just butterfly tap. Quite slowly, if that feels good. Tune into that laser energy, the feeling of clarity, the moment of inspiration. Feel it in your body, in your cells, in your heart. I'm going to go quiet for a moment. You can ask yourself, what's my next step towards this goal? Just see what comes in. And that might be as simple as go for a walk, or have a cup of tea, or journal for 10 minutes, or ring that person. It's probably not, well, it should be something tiny and manageable that you can do now. It's not build a business or create a website or write a book. That's thousands of steps. Tiny, tiny step. It might be breathe. Great, done, tick. Next question. What is my next step? And the more you build up the trust in yourself and in responding to that question and answer and doing what your wisdom of your body is telling you to do, the more clarity you have, the more confidence as things start to unfold and to work out. As we were saying yesterday, I think what you're creating today, what you're experiencing today, you created weeks ago, say a month ago. So everything you're doing now is going to bring in something for next month. If you can just think of yourself like that we're in, there's a time buffer between what you're asking for and when you get it, because that's how it is. Some things happen very quickly. Generally, things move slowly. As they say, there's no such thing as an overnight success. That takes years. 10 years for an overnight success. So everything you've done up to this point is coming into fruition. Nice easy breath, choosing that clarity and really relaxing into that, settling into the energy of clarity and repeating after me. You can keep tapping on the collarbone. I know what to do. I know what I want. I'm excited for my future. Clarity is here. I can choose what I want. And I can take the steps to get what I want. I'm feeling really good about this journey. And I can't wait to get to where I'm going. Good. And just stop tapping. Hold your hands over your heart. See yourself there at the end goal, top of the mountain. Look back at how far you've come, what you've experienced, what you can see. Breathe in the fresh air. Good. Really soak up this feeling of achievement, commitment, clarity. And when you're ready, just gently coming back to your body, coming back to the here and now. Rolling your shoulders a few times, stretching back into your body. Good. Welcome back. And I would advise that you spend a few moments right now writing down the question, what's my next step? And then just write a couple of steps, one or two or three, on the thing that you want. And then to take that action, ask that question again. Keep checking in until you don't know what to do next. And then what's my next step? Do that until you don't know what to do. What's my next step? Just keep following that inspiration and see where it leads you. And please tell me how you get on. I would love to hear what you manifest. Wonderful. So there we go. Tomorrow morning, it's Saturday morning. We're going to go live at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And we're going to be clearing confusion. So a bit more of this, which path to take. And we'll go down that in a moment. But following that inspiration, basically, it's going to be the difference between confusion and choosing. So we'll see where that takes us. Good. So I'll see you in the morning. Any questions, any feedback, please let me know, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.